Yesterday night, I talked about how I had a phone interview today, and it was a 14-minute call, and I think it went pretty well. And by I think, I mean I have the in-person interview scheduled for Wednesday. Oh my God, I was like freaking out the entire time. I wasn't really like as prepared as I needed to be. I thought I was, but I wasn't. But I got through the interview very nicely, and I like talked about all my skill set, and I used more. I did more than just like talking. If you were to go to an interview where he asked me questions, he was asking me more general, broader topics, and then I allowed myself to really delve in deep on certain aspects. Mostly, we were talking about like my content creation, and I was telling him how that makes me, or it shows how I'm disciplined with my time and my like resource management, because I do these daily, and I also work on my longer YouTube videos, so like I'm able to get work done at a desk in a timely manner, stuff like that. But one question he asked me that really stuck with me, and then I answered I think a little bit too truthfully, was he was telling me that he's looking for someone who's hungry for success, hungry for sales, as he also stated, but hungry for success. And I told him, I said, you know what, sir? I'm in a current position that I'm not very comfortable with. I told him how, at my current position at my job at Papa John's, maybe on a good month, I make 2,500. And this month has not been a good month. I told him that I'm looking for the next couple years that I would be with this company to set myself up for success in the future in a more like financially comfortable spot, in a position that I'm working hard for, yes, but I'm also being paid my dues. I expressed to him that the current position that I'm in right now is one that I'm starving to get out of. I don't know if that I didn't say that. I'm trying to make something sound cool for this video right here, but he would get the point, right? I was expressing to him that I am hungry for success. I am constantly on the lookout for better opportunities and better positions that I put myself in order to set myself up better for the future. And I think that resonated with him enough to where he also like he scheduled me for the interview for Wednesday. Also, turns out his name is also EJ, and that he also worked at Papa John's. So that was a cool little thing to see there. But I want to talk today about being hungry for success. This whole month I haven't been making a lot of money, and that's really pushed me into some kind of dark places and to some places that are just not very sustainable, you know? And due to that, I'm really looking I'm looking at any kind of possibility I can take. I've talked about how I wanna try and look into electrical work to see if I can become an electrician because I know that job pays very well. I've been really dedicated on my YouTube and my TikTok and my Twitch because I know I can make money off of those platforms soon enough as long as I keep up the good work. But to something of like this scale, I I've I've kind of just been shooting out shots on Indeed, just hoping for some kind of callback. And thankfully this company has reached back out to me with this amazing offer, and I'm hoping I can score this interview on Wednesday, because if I am able to, because I'll say this, it is what we discussed over the phone about handling emails and calls and outward sales and inbound calls. It does seem very manageable. It seems very like I can do it. And not in the sense of like, oh, an idiot can do it, I can do it, but in the sense of like I have the skill set necessary to be able to do this job effectively and efficiently. Like I genuinely think I can excel in a position like this. So being able to put myself in this kind of scenario and play it out really well over the phone, I think I can do this. I can score this job and actually start bettering my life and my situation. Like I said yesterday, I want to be able to afford some better like equipment, like a nice vacuum so I can better clean my room, and like an ice machine, maybe just better clothes. I don't really have that many clothes that I wear now. I don't have many pants. I have one pair of pants that I wear all the time, you know. I would just be able to set myself up for just a better quality of life, and I think that's very important. And I think that this position that I can take at this company will be able to set myself up for that. So I'm really excited for this. I'm really like anticipating Wednesday. But this last month I've been so starved, I suppose. Yeah, I've been starved for success, and I'm fucking I'm looking at every possible angle, and I think when you put a man in a corner, there's only two ways that goes. He either cowers and he balls up and he sits in that corner, or he fights his way out of it. And right now, I'm currently trying to fight my way out of that corner. And I think that this opportunity with this company could be my way out of it. So I'm very excited to see where this venture could take me. What I'm trying to say with this video is to always stay hungry for success. If I had given up a week ago, 2 weeks ago, a month ago, and just said, I'm just going to ride out this current job I have, I'm making ends meet, no need to shake anything up. If I were to do that, I would still be in my stagnant life. Sure, it would be passable. It's familiar, but the only way to really start making those big improvements, those big changes as I become an adult is to fucking put myself in the deep end, and that I think that's what I'm doing here to help better myself and better my situation. Thank you.